It was a cold winter night in New York. Donald Trump was looking out the window of his office building when something caught his eye. A shivering man sitting outside. The man looked tired, his clothes torn, and his eyes full of sadness. Trump felt compelled to go outside and talk to him. Who was this man? Why was he there? Little did Trump know this encounter would change his life forever. Trump approached the man. "Is everything okay, sir?" he asked gently. The man looked up and said, "I just need a warm place to stay." His voice was shaky, and Trump felt something stir inside him. What was this man's story? And why did he feel the need to help him? Trump invited the man into his office. "What's your name?" he asked, handing him a cup of hot coffee. The man hesitated, then said, "James. James Miller." James explained that he used to be a successful engineer, but lost everything after losing his job. His wife left him, he lost his home, and he ended up on the streets. As Trump listened, he felt a strange connection to James. How could he help this man? And what would this decision mean for his own life? Trump decided to offer James a job. "If you're willing, I can give you a position at my company," he said. James's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" he asked, his voice filled with hope. Trump smiled and said, "Yes, I'm serious." But this decision would have a much bigger impact than Trump expected. James quickly became a valuable part of the team, bringing new energy to the company. However, as time went on, some secrets from James's past began to surface. Could these secrets ruin everything? One day, a letter arrived at Trump's office. It revealed some of James's past mistakes. Trump was shocked, but didn't give up on James. "Everyone makes mistakes," Trump said. "What matters is learning from them and moving forward." James was grateful for Trump's trust and worked even harder to prove himself. Over time, he became one of the most important people in the company. Years later, Trump and James stood together at a press conference. Trump shared James's story and how it had changed his own life. "James didn't just teach me the importance of helping others," Trump said. "He showed me that true success is about making a difference in people's lives." James, with tears in his eyes, said, "Trump didn't just give me a job, he gave me a new life." This story changed Trump's life forever. He wasn't just a businessman anymore, he was also a philanthropist. James didn't just change his own life, he touched the lives of thousands of others. This is the power of changing someone's life. And maybe, one day, you'll take that step too. Who knows? As the years passed, Trump's company flourished, and James became a cornerstone of its success. But the story didn't end there. One day, James approached Trump with an idea. "I've been thinking," James said, "about all the people out there who are struggling like I was. What if we started a foundation to help them?" Trump was intrigued. "Tell me more," he said. James explained his vision, a foundation that would provide job training, housing, and support for people who had fallen on hard times. "We could change lives," James said, his eyes shining with passion. Trump nodded. "Let's do it," he said. And so, the Trump-Miller Foundation was born. The foundation quickly gained traction, helping thousands of people across the country. But as the foundation grew, so did the challenges. One day, a journalist named Sarah Collins began digging into the foundation's operations. She was known for her hard-hitting exposés, and she had a reputation for uncovering the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Sarah's investigation led her to a small town in Ohio, where the foundation had recently opened a new center. She interviewed several people who had been helped by the foundation, but she also heard whispers of mismanagement and corruption. Determined to get to the bottom of the story, Sarah reached out to Trump and James for an interview. When Sarah arrived at Trump's office, she was greeted with a warm smile. "Welcome," Trump said. "We have nothing to hide." Over the course of the interview, Sarah asked tough questions, but Trump and James answered them with honesty and transparency. They admitted that there had been some growing pains, but they were committed to making things right. Sarah's article was published a week later. To everyone's surprise, it was a balanced and fair piece. She praised the foundation for its good work, but also highlighted areas where improvements were needed. The article sparked a national conversation about the importance of transparency and accountability in philanthropy. Inspired by the feedback, Trump and James decided to take the foundation to the next level. They launched a nationwide campaign called Second Chances, aimed at helping people who had been incarcerated to reintegrate into society. The campaign was a huge success, and it caught the attention of a young entrepreneur named Emily Carter. Emily had started her own tech company, but she had always been passionate about social justice. She reached out to Trump and James, offering to partner with the foundation to create a digital platform that would connect people in need with resources and opportunities. The platform, called Hope Hub, quickly became a game changer, revolutionizing the way people accessed help. As the foundation continued to grow, Trump and James found themselves at the center of a movement. They were invited to speak at conferences, write books, and even advise policymakers. But through it all, they never lost sight of their mission: to help those who needed it most. One day, as they were preparing for a major fundraising event, James received a letter. It was from his ex-wife, Lisa. She had read about his work with the foundation and wanted to reconnect. James was hesitant at first, but Trump encouraged him to give her a chance. "People change," Trump said. "Maybe she has too." James and Lisa met for coffee, and to his surprise, she apologized for the way things had ended. "I've been following your work," she said. "I'm so proud of you." The two of them began to rebuild their relationship, and eventually, they even became friends. The fundraising event was a huge success, raising millions of dollars for the foundation. As Trump and James stood on stage, looking out at the crowd, they felt a sense of fulfillment they had never known before. "This is what it's all about," Trump said. "Making a difference." Years later, as Trump and James looked back on their journey, they realized how far they had come. What had started as a chance encounter on a cold winter night had turned into a lifelong partnership that had touched the lives of countless people. And as they stood together, watching the sunset over the city, they knew that their work was far from over. The story of Trump and James is a testament to the power of compassion, second chances, and the belief that everyone deserves a shot at a better life. And as they continued to change the world, one life at a time, they proved that true success is not measured by wealth or power, but by the impact we have on others. And so, the legacy of Trump and James lives on, inspiring future generations to take that step, to reach out a hand, and to make a difference. Because in the end, that's what truly matters. This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story if you did. Don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends, too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.